Welcome to School Branding and Communications Module 1. This course is designed to help you strengthen how your school and district communicates with families, staff, and the community. Over 5 modules will build skills in branding, communication strategies, clear writing, and consistent messaging across platforms. You'll learn to recognize and apply key branding elements to create professional, on-brand materials, choose the best communication channels, write clear and inclusive messages, develop and showcase a coordinated communication package, and reflect on your growth and apply strategies to your current role. By the end of the course, you'll feel confident creating clear, professional, and consistent communications that strengthen trust and engagement in your school community. For this course, I've created a fake school. I'm going to call it Victory Public Schools. Now let's take a look at Victory Public Schools brand kit. Now this isn't the kind of full-scale, all-inclusive brand kit that you might see in a large company with pages of rules, photography styles, and tone guides. Instead, this is a more simple, streamlined version, something practical for school districts to start with. Here you can see the basic building blocks, logos in different versions, so they work on light and dark backgrounds. And it's important to note that a logo may have several colors in its original state, and it's never appropriate to change the colors. You can only change it to black or white and still be considered on brand. A color palette with just 4 main colors, and in this case we have navy, a dark gray, a white, and a lighter gray accent, and then 2 fonts, which are Playfair Display and Proxima Nova for body text. Even though it's simple, these elements are laid out to create a foundation. It means that every flyer, every social media post, or newsletter can look consistent and professional. Think of it as a starting point. As a district grows in its branding, more detailed guidelines could be added. But for now, this gives us enough structure to make sure our communication feels unified and recognizable across platforms. Now that we've looked at Victory Public Schools brand kit, let's see how it comes to life in practice. This is our template library, and it was built directly from the brand kit. You'll notice that every flyer, social media graphic, or announcement in this library uses the same core elements: the approved logos, the brand colors, and our designated fonts. Why does this matter? Because it means anyone creating content, whether it's for a newsletter or an event or a social media post, they can start from the same consistent base. No guessing about which colors to use, no mismatched fonts, and no off-brand logos. These templates are ready to use and flexible. You can simply drop in your photos, update the text, and instantly have a polished communication piece that looks like it belongs to Victory Public Schools. The best part is consistency across platforms. Whether a parent sees a flyer in their child's backpack, a Facebook post, or a newsletter in their email, it looks and feels the same. That's how you should build recognition, trust, and professionalism in school communications. So as you move through your assignments, remember, this template library is your shortcut to staying on brand while saving time. Now let's take a look at some on-brand and off-brand examples of communication. So first we have this Literacy Night event. The off-brand flyer on the left is crowded with casual, unclear language, like "Come to Super Fun Lit Night." Even though it's probably meant to be cute or catchy, it isn't appropriate for families and staff. We'll talk more about communication clarity in Module 3. On the right, the on-brand design uses clear, professional language with consistent fonts and branding for a polished look. In this example, we have teacher recognition. So the off-brand example on the left uses playful fonts, clip art style borders, and inconsistent colors, which weakens the professionalism of the message. On the right, the on-brand design uses our logo, our brand colors and fonts, presenting a strong and respectful recognition piece. It's always important to remember that While it's easy to have someone send you a selfie or a picture that they've taken with their family, you'll get the most impact by taking the time to ask for a professional headshot, or maybe just run to their classroom or wherever they may be and get a picture of them in action. It just shows a little more professionalism and that you're taking the recognition seriously. In our last example, we have the snow day announcements. So on the left, we have a message that is very plain and lacks visual consistency with our brand. It uses random snowflake graphics and it really just doesn't feel professional. It also doesn't include a date or a year, which on social media can turn into a nightmare later on if somebody goes back and finds that post and they share it. We all know, we've all seen it happen before. Everybody thinks it's a new post and it causes a lot of chaos. And then on the right, we have the announcement that follows brand colors and fonts and uses a clear layout that feels polished and looks trustworthy. And it's also got the day, month, year, all that stuff. So later on, if it's shared again, we'll know that it's not current. And that'll conclude this module, and I'll see you in Module 2.